Hello everybody and welcome. I am Bricker Boom, and today I'm gonna see if I can beat Pokemon Platinum using a single Gible. On the face of things, a dragon and ground dual type doesn't seem to be a problem. And then you see its stats. At 300 as a base stat total, it's actually weaker than some first form Pokemon starters. Gible has a decent access to a set of moves through TM, but not so much by level up. Dig is our most powerful ground move we get, and Dragon Rush is our most powerful dragon type move, which isn't accurate, but boy does it hit hard. Moving on to the rules, we can only use Gible in battle, but other Pokemon can be used for HM use. I can't use items in battle, but I can use them in between battle. And then finally, the biggest thing for me is glitches and cheats. I will say I do use the rare candy and item glitch to cut out grinding. It allows me to produce content faster, but I do make sure not to level up too much past my problems. What I do to counteract this is that I will attempt any battle between 3 and 5 times. This way, if it's an errant crit or a misplay on my part, we can redo it instead of leveling up. If after the 5th time I still can't win or it's not even close, we'll level up a few times, try 3 to 5 times again, and just kind of rinse and repeat that process. So, using the Universal Pokemon Randomizer, we get Gible and name him Chompers, because look at him, look at his little mouth. We name our rival Rin, which is a shout out to Beautiful Rendiction on Twitch, links below. They're a wonderful variety streamer who makes their stream a safe space for all, so definitely check them out, let them know I sent you. Mostly because they're just so heckin' sweet. So, first battle time. The first battle goes about as well as you could expect since the AI seems to try losing. It's mostly a back and forth tackle battle, and the rival occasionally uses withdrawal until we're able to grab a victory. In regards to Pokemon Platinum, this is a game I've never actually finished. I've gotten around Gym 7, but at the time when I was playing it, Game Facts still wasn't huge, and I didn't have the money to go buy a guide, so I gave up around the Distortion World when I was a kid. So this is actually going to be my first time going through the entire game. So keep that in mind. If I showed you every wrong turn I made, we would be here for hours, but it's fine. I had a lot of fun with this one, and I hope you do too. So, we go to Professor Rowan's lab in Sand Gym Town, grab the TM for return, and do a little bit of grinding until we have Dragon Rage. I've found out, especially if I only need a couple levels, grinding seems to be a little bit more beneficial, rather than just rare candying. But with Dragon Rage, it's a move that does 40 HP per turn, and it'll be great this early in the game. We leave a trail of dragon-raged bodies along the way to Jubilife City. Completing some side stuff, we nab a town map and start our way onto the rest of the country. Before continuing, I'd like you to tell me, with there being Pokenav stuff, I maximize the screen so you just see the top part more and block the bottom out. What do you prefer? Do you prefer that style, or another option is I can make the screen small? I can try to mess with overlays and see if there's a way that I can split the top and the bottom. I'm not great at that yet because I'm still learning a lot of things, but let me know what's going to work best for you. We head to Route 203 and go to fight our rival for the technically first time, but also second time. Rin starts out with a Starly that growls us, which thankfully doesn't affect Dragon Rage. It immediately goes down, and next is Turtwig, who meets the same fate. Honestly, this move is incredibly overpowered so early in the game, but honestly, we're gonna need all the firepower we can get. I have a feeling this is gonna turn very quickly. Hint, hint. Going through Orberg Tunnel, we go into the cave, we free Rourke from his mining prison, and then go to the gym. We're level 12 when we challenge him. We take out the first 2 trainers in the beginning of the gym and challenge Rourke. Rourke starts off with a Geodude who goes down to a single Dragon Rage. Next is Craniodos, who hits us with Pursuit, and Dragon Rage takes it down to red. Roar Potion's up, and we hit Tackle, which in hindsight was just a bad move, because 2 turns later we go down. Next attempt, we play smarter, and the battle starts the same with Geodude and Nexus Cranidos. This time it opens up with Leer, and we use Dragon Rage to bring it to red. Roar potions up, and a second Dragon Rage does the job, which I just should have done that before. Onyx comes out, uses Stealth Rock, and we use Dragon Rage for a one-hit. We just beat the first gym, and there's already Pokemon with more than 40 HP. With our somewhat limited move pool this early in the game, this isn't good. We go to leave town and head back to the previous city, where Rowan is verbally abusing Team Galactic grunts. Lucas and I are able to take them out with any issues, and it's time to move on. Easily enough, we find ourselves in Floroma Town, where we do some more plot things, get into the Valley Windworks, take out some grunts, and then go fight Mars for the first time. This is a known Nuzlocke ender, and I'm sure a solo challenge is going to be a pain as well. Mars leads with a Zubat, who immediately flinches us with Bite, and hits us again before going down to Dragon Rage. Purugly is next and uses Fake Out, which takes us to 9 HP, then knocks us out with Scratch. We heal up a few missing HP we have and try again. Zubat bites again, but no flinch, which immediately allows us to take it out. When Purugly is out, it opens with Fake Out again, and uses Feint Attack, which brings us low. We use Dragon Rage to bring it low, its berry heals it, and another Scratch does the job. We try this 1 or 2 more times, but honestly, it's ending the same way. So, we're this early in the game, and we're already losing, which isn't great. We leave Valley Windworks, and since we're close to leveling up, we go to the route below and get up to level 17. Again, I'd rather avoid using rare candies this early, and I'm fairly certain the 1 extra level will be helpful this early in the game. Now a higher level, we actually outspeed the Zubat and take it out before it can hit us. Purugly uses Fake Out, as always, and next turn we land a Dragon Rage, and Purugly uses Scratch and berries up. Purugly uses Scratch to take us all the way to 5 HP before another Dragon Rage does the job. Going up the route, we find ourselves in Eterna Forest, and we have a friend. While this is a nightmare in Nuzlocke, for a solo challenge, this is actually quite welcomed. There's a lot of double battles here, and she heals us up after every encounter. Due to this, we take the time to fight every trainer along the way to get extra EXP, and make our way to Eterna City. With that, we make an immediate beeline to the gym, and take on Gardenia. Gardenia opens up with Turtwig, and we Dragon Rage to bring it to yellow as it brings up Reflect. A second Dragon Rage is enough to take it down. Cherrim is out, and uses Magical Leaf, which crits to bring us to 9 HP. Our berry heals a little, and we bring it to yellow, but a second Magical Leaf is enough to do the job. We attempt this battle time and time again, but it goes about the same each time. If we're lucky enough to take out Cherrim, the following Pokemon is immediately able to take us out with the few remaining HP that we have. After that, time to try leveling up at least a little bit. We grind up to level 24 for the extra buff. Unfortunately, the experience is still pretty much the same, so we use some rare candies and try again at level 30. Turtwig, of course, is first, and we use our newly learned Dragon Claw to bring it to a sliver as it uses Reflect. Gardenia potions up, and we use another Dragon Claw, landing a crit to take it down. Cherrim is next and uses Magical Leaf for a small chunk, and we make it land above half with Dragon Claw. It Leech Seeds us, and we take it to red, but Leech Seed brings it out of the potion zone. It uses Safeguard, and another Dragon Claw is enough to take it out, as Reflect wears off in time for Roserade. Roserade uses Magical Leaf to bring us to 21 HP, as our berry activates, and Dragon Claw is enough to bring this brutal battle to an end with 1 shot. At level 31, we go to fight Commander Jupiter, who sends out Zubat that brings us to 53 HP with a wing attack, but we manage to take it down. Skuntank is next and poisons us, and we bring it to above half after its berry. Night Slash hits hard, and another Dragon Claw brings it to red before the next Night Slash takes us down. Man, we win one and then we lose. A few attempts later, and we use Dragon Claw for a one-shot on Zubat, and Skuntank uses Night Slash. We use Dragon Claw, and its berry activates. Another Night Slash brings us to 28 HP, and we bring it to red. We get taken down to 4 HP before a final Dragon Claw is able to take it out. I have to admit, I didn't think we'd be running into multiple attempts this early. Truthfully, if I'm being honest, I thought that it would happen more around the water or ice gym, but here we are. Heading through Cycling Path and making our way to Mount Coronet, we're met with Cyrus, where he leaves some vague plot points before leaving once more. Leveling up through Route 208, we make it to Hearthholm City. After that, we go to what's probably my favorite gym design, aesthetically speaking, and go to face Fantina. Duskull is up first, and we're a little over-leveled at this point, given former struggles, and take it out with one shot. Miss Magius, I think is how it's pronounced, comes out and hits us with Confuse Ray, but we push through it to use Dragon Claw, bringing it to above half after its berry. Shadow Ball hits us for a decent chunk, we snap out of Confusion, and another Dragon Claw does the job. Haunter is last, and I want you to tell me, what do you think of this design? Because, personally, I like Gym 3, where only the one hand was glowing, but in this one, it's slightly changed where both hand is, but that... Anyway, tell me what you think in the comments. Haunter uses Shadow Claw, and we retaliate with our own Dragon Claw to take it out with one shot. Heading south, Rin decides to have a Pokemon battle in a small building, and sends out Staravia. Staravia uses Double Team, and we miss a Slash, because of course we do. Wing Attack takes a small chunk of damage, and we land a critical hit, thankfully, to take it out. Weasel is next, and Dragon Claw brings it to red. We get hit with a soft water gun before taking it out with a second attack. Grotle comes out, and we use Slash for very little damage as it uses Withdrawal. We do even less with our next Slash, as a Razor Leaf brings us to 30, and it uses Withdrawal again. We finally get the critical hit that I was banking on to take it down, and Ponyta's the last Pokemon out. We use Dig and manage to take it out in one shot, winning us the rival battle. We go to Salacion. There's a lot of names that I'm seeing here for the first time, so if I'm pronouncing any of them, most of them probably incorrectly, make sure to let me know, because I don't want to go years recording these only to find out it's been mispronounced the entire time. Thank you. We go to Salacion Town, heal up, and then keep moving on to get to Veilstone. We go to the gym where Lucas stops us, Crash Awake serenades us, and then it's time to make our way to the leader. I have to admit, in going through this game in its entirety, I actually really like the puzzles, the gym. I think they're clever without being too difficult, and that's my review for the day. When we challenge Maylene, she sends out Metatype first, who uses Fake Out to flinch us. One Dragon Claw is enough to finish that job. Lucario is next, and he is horrifying. And Force Palm takes us down to 53 HP, but thankfully Dig is enough to one-shot. Last up is Machoke, and Dragon Rush connects to bring it to red. It retaliates with Strength to drop us to 22 HP, and another Dragon Claw finishes the battle to give us a first-try victory. After that, we find out Lucas is being bullied by some Team Galactic members who stole his Pokedex, so we beat them up, speak to Looker, grab Fly, find a Staravia, head to Pastoria, and here is where I completely forgot about this berry fight, which is not going well. Staravia starts with Double Team, and we do hit a Dragon Rush. Then it uses Endeavor to bring us to 11 HP, and after that, Ponyta is able to easily take us out. We attempt this battle multiple times, but honestly, Endeavor is usually what ends the battle for us. He has a nasty habit of, if he survives, using that attack. And then from there, Ponyta is just able to take us out, time and time again. So, we level up to 47, it uses Double Team, we land a Dragon Rush to take it out before it can do Endeavor again. Ponyta is next and uses Tail Whip as we go for Dig, which thankfully lands a clean one-shot. Grotle is next, and a very lucky critical hit Dragon Rush is able to knock it out. As Weasel comes out, it uses Aqua Jet for a little damage, but a single Dragon Claw does the job. Oh my goodness. Crash or Wake time, and did you know that Floatzel is an absolute nightmare? Do you want to know how many times I had to reset this game to try leveling up? A lot. I counted. 57 tries. Just in case you were wondering. Because I thought, you know, I have the 3 to 5 rule. Maybe it's something I'm doing. Maybe I need to let the crits play out. Maybe... No, it didn't work. At level 60, We take Gyarados down to yellow with a Dragon Claw as it hits us with Waterfall. The next Dragon Claw takes it out. As Floatzel comes out, we hit it hard with the Dragon Rush as it buries itself out of healing range. Ice Fang takes us all the way from 111 HP to 3 HP. The second Dragon Claw thankfully takes it down. Quagsire comes out, and we land a Dragon Rush to bring it to yellow, and oh, thank goodness it misses Mudshot, because that also ended a couple attempts. This has been rough. Anyway, Dragon Claw lands, and it wins us a very narrow victory. After that, we play hide-and-seek with a Grunt. We head to Celestic Town, give Cynthia's grandma a present, get a little more plot, and have a Cyrus fight. Sneasel comes out first, so we use Dig to avoid Ice Punch. Thankfully, it goes down in a single hit, and when Golbat comes out, we use Dragon Claw to take it out. Murkrow is last, who, I'm sure you guessed, immediately goes down. From there, it's time to go to Canalave? I think it's Canalave, and another Rin fight. Rin sends out Staraptor, and we bring it to red, then outspeed to Slash. Rapidash is next, and we Dig to avoid it and one-shot it. Heracross, my favorite Gen 2 boy, is next, and we use Dragon Claw to bring it to red. Brick Break does a good chunk of damage thanks to a critical, and another Dragon Claw brings it down. Torterra comes out, and Dragon Rush hits it hard and flinches. Then from there, Dragon Claw is able to take it out. Floatzel's last. I get some vivid flashbacks of Crash or Wake, but thankfully it only uses Swift as Dragon Claw takes it to red, and then another Dragon Claw takes it down. From there, we head to face Byron, who uses Magneton first, and we use Dig. Dig takes it out in one shot, and Steelix is up next. This monster has Ice Fang, and takes us down to 75 HP, so we do what we do best, and dig away from our problems. Thankfully, due to Dragon Rush, Dig is able to take it out. Bastiodon is last, and we dig again as it begins bulking up with Iron Defense. Dig brings it to red, and a berry brings it out of healing. We use Dig again, because I'm not about to mess with this monster. And another Dig thankfully takes it out to give us the 6th badge. We make a trip to the Iron Islands, grab Surf, then head back to Canalave. From there, it's plot, and you guessed it, more plot. But wait, there's more plot. We make it to the lake that used to very clearly be filled with nothing but Magikarp and go to fight Saturn. Golbat, gone. Bronzer, gone in 3 shots, and Toxicroak, gone as well. Let's move on. Then, it's to the next lake to fight Mars, and Golbat, Bronzer, and Purugly, all gone. These are quote-unquote big fights, but in the grand scheme of things, they're still quite trivial, especially with our level, so that's why it's a very quick review. If you want to see these, or want a little bit more information, let me know, but I can't imagine why. From there, we head to the Winter Wonderland, and I think I was able to get this fixed in editing, but just in case things look a little wonky, or there's a level that doesn't match up, I apologize. While I was running, I think due to the totally legit playthrough that I use, or system I should say, plus a little bit of a speed-up function, the game actually ended up crashing at one point. So if it doesn't match up, again, apologies. Candace is the next gym leader, and once more, we are getting absolutely obliterated. I'm sure, though, this is in no surprise in any way, shape, or form, because it's ice. Let's be honest. So let's just go ahead and skip forward. Candace sends out Sneasel, and at level 80, it still outspeeds us. Thankfully, Dragon Claw is now powerful enough to one-shot it. Piloswine is next, and another great Gen 2 Pokemon, and Dragon Rush takes it out in a single shot. Abomasnow hits us hard with Dragon Rush, and it goes down as well. And finally, Frostlass, the horrifying nightmare of a creature, is out. We finally outspeed it and are able to take it out. This thing ended over 30 attempts before we finally won. I have been getting obliterated. Time for another Cyrus fight. Sneasel's up first, and Slash takes it down to critical. Not sure if that was needed. Golbat is now a Crobat, and uses Air Cutter that crits as well. Dragon Claw connects to one-shot and lasts up its Hot Crow, who also goes down to a one-shot. We free some legendary Pokemon who leave pretty quickly, can't blame them. A little more travel, a few grunts later, and we're getting close to being done with the criminal storyline. Jupiter and Mars are up first, but hey, at least we have Rin to help us, because again, since this isn't a Nuzlocke, his help is actually quite welcome. The Bronzor set up Reflect and Light Screen as we use Dragon Tail and Munchlax uses Stockpile. We take out Bronzor, then slash the Golbat down. Munchlax gets poisoned, but not before Golbat goes down. At the very least, and I know a lot of people have issues with this fight because of AI and everything else, I'm glad Munchlax is poisoned and not me, if I'm being honest. It's fine. It's definitely not a difficult battle by any means, but the fact that Munchlax is there to tank some hits is helpful, and he, of course, has other teams. Did you know, by the way, that Weavile in the next fight uses Ice Punch and Gyarados uses Ice Fang? Yeah, me either. So we go through the Distortion World, and we have a lot of fun through there. That totally didn't take me over an hour to figure out, because even though I am a grown man, I still apparently can't figure out how to figure out child puzzles. It's fine. Anyway, at level 90... At first, I wasn't really planning on doing this. I was just going to go ahead and skip to the winning attempt. However, I did want to go ahead and just show a couple losing attempts against Cyrus throughout the levels that we had. Once we were finally able to get past Weavile, you can see here that we immediately are able to get taken out by Gyarados. Unfortunately, between the two of them, Weavile is a very quick Pokemon, so even if we are able to take that out, Gyarados lowers our attack to almost nothing, so I thought about heading back, but one, I didn't want to get lost. Two, I'm not even 100% sure if you can leave the Distortion World once you've saved inside, and three, it would require even more luck than what I would be comfortably trying to bank on. I'm not 100% sure if a Quick Claw is available in this, but it would essentially have resulted in us doing attempt after attempt, which I'm not 100% opposed to if we would reach level 100 and still have no avenues of success, but it would essentially require attempt after attempt until we got a Quick Claw activate to be able to take it down before it takes us down. Gyarados is a whole other issue, but I just wanted to show these couple of battles. This was kind of recorded in between editing when I realized everything, so hopefully I made it cinched up a little bit. But back to the main portion of the video. Love you guys. 5, Houndoom comes out first, and we use Dig to take it out in a single shot. Weavile's up next, and this takes about a dozen attempts before a Dragon Rage connects or an Ice Punch doesn't crit before it goes down. We use Dragon Rush again on Gyarados, and it finally misses an Ice Fang, thank goodness, then uses Full Restore. We use 2 Dragon Claws from there to take it down. Dragon Claw takes out Honchkrow, and Crobat uses Toxic to put us on a timer, but apparently I forgot that I had equipped a Pecha Berry way back for Gardenia, kicks in and heals us, so that's a thing. From there, we're able to take it out with a couple Dragon Claws. We take out Dragon Satan and move on, do a brief detour on the way to the next gym to grab Shell Bell and an Earthquake, and then emotionally calm down from this very long stint of failure. Was that too much? No, I think we're fine. Naruto's Volkner is the final gym leader, and honestly, despite it being a one-shot sweep, it is a fun battle. It's one of my favorite gym leader designs as a person, probably because of my affinity for the anime. I like the puzzles. I enjoy most everything about it, but Jolteon is the first of many things we begin to absolutely demolish. One slash takes it out, Luxray goes down to a Dragon Claw, the tanky boy that is Electivire uses Quick Attack, and then we use Dig to hit it hard with a one-shot. Raichu is last, but Raichu is much better than Pikachu and immediately goes down before it paralyzes us from beyond the grave. From there, we can go through Victory Road, and I forgot there was another rival fight before the Elite Four. There is in every single game, And for some reason, I completely forgot about this one, and I don't know why. Rin sends out Staraptor first, and a Dragon Rush takes it out with one shot. Floatzel gives me flashbacks, so I hit it hard with Dragon Rush while crying internally. Torterra is taken down to yellow with a Dragon Rush and smacks us with a hard Leaf Storm. Dragon Claw's enough to end that starter. Snorlax is next, and... Snorlax is one of my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon. Maybe I should do a Snorlax run soon. That could be fun. Anyway, it hits us with a Body Slam to bring us to 88, and we smack back with a Dragon Rush to bring it to red and gaining back some HP. Thankfully, it flinches, and then Dragon Claw takes it out. After that, Heracross is up, and Dragon Rush takes it out in one shot. Rapidash is final, and we use Dig for the final time to take it out. Aaron is up first, and they use Bug Pokemon, and they send out Yanmega, and Dragon Claw takes it out. From here, we need to somewhat conserve PP, so any one-shots are welcomed. Drapion is next, and our new move, Earthquake, is able to take it out. Heracross comes out, but is immediately withdrawn thanks to Dragon Rush one-shotting it. Vespiquen also goes down to one shot, and finally Scizor comes out, getting brought to red with Dragon Rush, then heals up. A Dragon Claw brings it to yellow, then another Dragon Claw finishes it off. One down. Eartha is next, and this is why we learned Earthquake. Whiscash is first, and a hard-hitting Dragon Rush takes it out. Gliscor is second, and Slash takes it a little... Oh my god, it has Ice Fang! No! Dragon Rush! Dragon Rush! Okay, it's good. Rhyperior is up, and Earthquake is able to take it out, which gets us a decent amount of HP back. Hippowdon whips up a Sandstorm, which only helps us, but we are still able to connect with our next Earthquake to bring it to red. It uses Yawn and heals up as we use Slash. We decide to take a small nap as Hippowdon basically continues to hit us with Earthquake. A few turns later, we wake up and take it out with another attack. Golem is last and also goes down immediately to an Earthquake, cleanly winning us the second member battle. Next up is Flint, and guess what? Earthquake. Just everything. Houndoom, Magmortar, Rapidash, Flareon, Infernape, where I don't think the critical hit mattered, hard to say, all go down to a single shot. Listen, with battles, I try to make it entertaining, but when we've had to power level so much for certain fights, there's gonna be ones that are a lot easier. I did my best. From there, we have one more Elite Four battle left in the champion. Lucian is up and the final member and sends out Mr. Mime, and we use a Dragon Claw to bring it down with a critical hit. Espeon is out next, and we use Dragon Rush to take it out. Bronzong is a bit tankier, so we actually play things a little carefully. There's a long pause, which I'm making sure to edit out as much of it as I can. I'm actually looking up its abilities to see if it has Levitate, but then I start getting frustrated because no web page wanted to load during this time, so I just say meh and use Dragon Rush to bring it to half. It uses Calm Mind, and another Dragon Rush connects with a critical to take it out. Alakazam comes out and naturally outspeeds us and hits with Psychic. We hit with Earthquake and are able to take it out. Finally, it's Gallade, and it goes down to a single Dragon Rush. Finally. On to the champion, Cynthia. Who... Anyway, I'm just saying, childhood crush, it's fine. Spiritomb goes down to a single Earthquake, and the terrifying Garchomp is next. It uses Dragon Rush on me, and it takes us all the way down to 23 HP with a single hit. Thankfully, we're able to take it out as well and gain a little bit of HP back. Milotic then uses Surf and takes us out. There, it's 17 more attempts before we're able to take him out. Togetic proves to be a problem with Air Slash and usually gets the remaining HP. So once again, Spiritomb is out and Earthquake takes it out. Garchomp hits us with Dragon Rush to bring us down to 42 HP, and surprisingly, Dragon Claw takes it out. I think the crit mattered. I'm 90% sure it mattered. I don't do calculations. I don't have the mental capacity for that. Milotic is out next, and Dragon Rush takes it out. Thankfully, the Shell Bell's giving us a decent chunk of HP back as we smack Togekiss with another Dragon Rush to bring it to red. It flinches, which is huge, and heals up. We use a Dragon Claw to bring it to red, and a second one is able to take it out, and for the first time ever, we actually have green HP. Lucario goes down to a single Earthquake, and last up is Roserade, which always has kind of seemed out of place, but goes down to a single Earthquake, winning us the Pokemon League Challenge, and winning the run. I'm not gonna lie, this challenge was a lot harder than I thought in some places, and in others it was actually quite easy. Platinum is a bit longer of a run, partially due to the fact that, as I said, I don't know it as well. This definitely helped, but I definitely plan on doing some more runs. The good news is I still have some time. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do next week or release next week. I have a few things that I'm working on. I want to finish up the 2 Kanto starters. My son has decided that Psyduck is his favorite Pokemon, so I kind of want to do a Psyduck run. I still have the Ghastly run. There's a lot of things that I have to do that I have planned out. But again, if you are ever able to leave any suggestions, they definitely help. Make sure to leave a comment, join the Discord, or both. I have a lot of fun ideas, but like I said, I can always use more. So, as always, if you liked the video, even if you didn't like the video, think about hitting the like and subscribe button, because it really does help me out. Working hard to make this a career, working hard to get to 1,000. I love you guys, and until next time, everybody, peace out.